Chris, you ready?
Let me get some more specs on this Coleman, and then we'll film it. Wait, sleeps 8 and weighs how much? Now, most RVs, you're going to get the storage shelf like down here, so you won't really be able to sit up if that's what you like to do. But the other thing I wanted to point out is Keystone does a lot of innovations inside their RVs that'll help, from color-coded wiring to thermoplastic duct joiners in your ducts if you do have them, so that you won't get soft spots. But they were one of the first ones to do inverted power inside of RVs, where if you opted to get the solar package, maybe get some lithium batteries, get an inverter installed as well, you could then run these outlets off the power of the sun, because the way they built it, they were already wired to be inverted. Love how they put that in. And getting solar, getting tire pressure monitoring, and getting a weight distribution hitch with sway control, imperative for any travel trailer that you buy, in my opinion. Talk to your specialist at Camping World about that. But as far as the primary bedroom goes, TV backer over here on the off-camp wall with my multi-source connection for my connector, whether it's cable or satellite. It's a smart receptacle. It's going to know. 2, the fact that I have some pretty nice windows with pull-down shades to give me some privacy as well as light dampening. But privacy is really key for me. I love separation of space. And right now, this privacy curtain is really the only separation of space that you have. And if you watch the Super Bowl where Prince absolutely crushed it at halftime, that's exactly what I'm envisioning right now, him playing the guitar behind the curtain, because I'm sure you can see me. But when we step into the living room, this is where I think the 23B takes a very nice turn. Now, right past your bedroom is going to be the living, dining, and bunk area, as well as your bathroom. Now, right here in front of the bed, you do have a little bit of a separation thanks to the wall that has the jackknife sofa here. And if you notice, you will have a little bit of additional storage underneath. But a good space to sleep another person, maybe a couple of kids. And if everybody's sitting and maybe watching TV, which is going to be located on that wall right there, I got myself a little shelf for my drink, maybe a good spot for the kids to have their juice, their snack, maybe even do some of the crayon colorings right here. A little bit of a shelf lip. But if you're an adult, it is going to be a little tight sitting over here. As you can see, I'm kind of turned. But if it's just the two of you, this would be a pretty nice little romantic evening. I got great visibility thanks to the oversized windows that Keystone puts inside the Colemans. If I want to sit and play the board games with the kids or just enjoy the camp cooked meals, I got a booth dinette that can easily sleep one adult, maybe 2, but you're going to have to spoon and crunch in. But once again, oversized window, wood valance, pleated shade, TV backer with an inverted outlet and Key TV multi-source connection for my TV, for satellite and cable right above me. My HVAC controls for my 20K BTU furnace, which is in here. And you got a 15K BTU AC, which has a quick cool dump. What does that mean if you've never had an RV? Those are pretty much standard, but they're also good sizes when it comes to your HVAC inside of an RV that uses aluminum siding, wood frame construction, and batten insulation, very similar to what you have in your house. So, very well built, good high ceilings. I even got me a little cutout right here with a skylight and fan. Move some of the smells out if I'm cooking the bacon, which in my opinion should be against the law. But speaking of cooking the bacon, let's talk about the kitchen. I got the oversized sink. I got the rounded edges on my T-mold countertop, and I got the recessed 2-burner cooktop with the glass cover. Now, I know, sure, it's only 2, but if you've never had an RV, you've never cooked in an RV. So this should be fine for making the kids' meals. You also have the convection air fryer microwave inside of here, too. So you could cook the wings, cook the popcorn, do the bacon, the whole 9. Your cabinetry is shaker style, solid wood with matte black pulls. I got a high-rise faucet for my sink, oversized window. The storage drawers are all full extensional drawer guides with finished off bottoms. It doesn't look like just plyboard, which is very nice. And those are overweight capacities too. So go ahead and load them down with whatever you need to put in there. Good little spot for my trash can. Then when it comes time for my chilled goodies, look at my 12-volt fridge freezer combo. Now, what's cool about this is, yes, it is nice. It's got good size. Just don't mind my shaker bottle in there. It has an acrylic front, so it gives it a little bit of a kind of residential appeal, but since it's 12 volt, you can run it while going down the road. So if you need to pull over, kids need to use the bathroom, you need to use the bathroom, grab a snack at the fridge, this will stay cold, and it's turtle friendly because we don't have a slide. So very nice access to get to the bathroom while we're on the road. Speaking of, let's check out the bathroom. Now, I'd mentioned earlier that your true separation of space comes from the bathroom. You do have a solid door that has a little bit of a vent up here that's going to help the air and the moisture leave out while somebody's taking a shower. But this is pretty much your break of space. I got a mirror instead of a medicine cabinet. But once again, first RV, hey, you got to dip your toes in the water. You will give up a few things that other RVs have. But with the Colemans, you're going to get a lot of things that the other RVs don't have in this price point. Specifically, color-coded wiring, all the awesome construction, tankless water heater, and an upgraded shower head. Now, this is the oxygenic shower head. When it comes to your water, you got a 41-gallon fresh tank, then you got a 34-gallon gray and a 34-gallon black. Those are pretty good sizes. But when you're talking about 8 people or more getting in here trying to get cleaned up over a nice vacation weekend, you might run out of water, especially if you're not plugged in to city water or at a campground. This is going to help with that because it's going to reduce the use of water by using oxygen to increase the pressure coming out. So really nice touch there. Got the hangers for my robe or my towel, shower curtain. I got the tub surround. And I even got a little vent and fan to give me some more headroom because being 6'2", I pretty much need it. If I had a regular sized head, a regular sized forehead like most humans, I'd probably be like 5'9". But because it's so giant, I do need that additional space. But I got my vanity right here. I got a power plug. I got a spot for a trash can underneath and pretty good room, not only to sit on the bowl, but to get prepped and dressed if I need quiet space or just to get away from all the yelling. But your family might not be like mine. But let's show you where the bunks are. I like what they did this year too. So number one, my bunk mattresses are a little bit thicker than normal. Usually I'm used to like the 2-inch, so seeing this is very nice. I still would advise getting like a mattress topper or something, but the fact that it's not the fuzzy top, that's going to help the heat control too. So a lot of times with those fuzzy teddy bear mattresses, they get really hot. So just a heads up. But 500-pound capacities on your double over double bunks here on the campsite. USB-C and A charging, got me a window, got me a reading light. Then they even gave me some additional storage underneath, where if I need to put the bags, the laundry basket, whatever, I can throw them down there. And if you do need even more additional storage, you got some under both sides of your booth dinette in here. All in all, for 27 feet 6 inches, not even 4,500 pounds dry, I can take my family and their friends, my kids' friends, on a vacation. I gotta tell you, man, I'm digging this sweet little setup. Before we go outside, let me talk to you a little bit about your command panel too. This is right here as soon as you walk in. This controls your awning as well as your water pump, your lights, and this will let you check your battery as well as your tanks. And once again, your tanks are 41, 34, and 34. Pretty simple, pretty sweet. Now let's go check out the outside. So here we are on the outside of your all-new Keystone Coleman 23B. Once again, 27 feet 6 inches, roughly less than 4,500 pounds dry. We're going to start right up front. Now, you got your manual tongue jack right in front of your 20-pound LP tanks, your battery box, and your Gigi box. Real quick note about the Gigi box. So this was something that Keystone added to their RVs a few years ago. It's a battery disconnect. But more than that, it not only covers the components to keep them safe from the elements, but it allows you to go ahead and trickle charge that battery if you decide to get the solar panels put on or get to even the briefcase solars to do the quick plug. I just love how I can do that without drawing from the battery as well. So very nice feature there. Solid powder coater frame, which is going to give you a very nice support for this coach. And right here, you kind of see the aerodynamic profile continuing over the top, your side seals, your rain nozzles to help make sure that the snow, the water doesn't fall on you, your friends, or the awning. Then they gave me a covered hinge for my anti-slam luggage door, which is magnetic, and they even finished off your pass-through storage. Got a little light right there for additional night light or even security, but you'll also get a good shot of that strong timber construction that Keystone uses on the Coleman brand. Got your manual stab jack there. Got the 80% tint on my sealed safety windows all the way around. That's also going to help me regulate the temperature inside of here, which I'm a big fan of, and give me some privacy because I like to do a lot of dancing at night when I'm inside my RV, and people don't need to see that. I look like I'm having a conniption. I got the oversized awning with the LED light strip and that 2-burner cooktop on the inside. Remember how I said, don't really worry about it too much. If you're going camping, you got to bring a grill. They gave you a LP quick connect right here so you could have the grill going outside. You can move it out from under the awning if you don't want the smoke being caught in. I got the steel fold-up steps, oversized friction hinge door with the grab handle that doubles as a guard. Then I have my inverted outlet on the outside, and they even put self-adjusting brakes on this bad boy. Not a lot of entry-level RVs are going to do that. You also have the Lion's Head warranty on here, the Dexter Easy Lube axles, the extra wide berth, which is going to help give you a little bit of an easier tow. The only thing I would suggest, get TPMS. Talk to your specialist about it. It's tire pressure monitoring. 76,000 RV accidents per year. Number one cause, tire blowouts. Get the tire pressure monitoring. Love it. Right here is just another storage compartment, which is under those double over double bunks that we saw on the inside. Rear stab jack, 4x4 sewer hose storage. And on the back, I am set up for not only backup camera, but I'm also set up for ladder. That's important because one of the main things you want to do when you get your RV is check the seals about every 6 months. Go up there, take a look, reseal it if you need to. And if you're not comfortable getting up on the RV, just bring it to us. We'll do it for you. But imperative, because that's the number one place where the elements will potentially come in. So you want to make sure that's taken care of. Come around to the off-tank side. This right here is where you're going to see your terminations or your dumps. So when you get to the campground, that's where you'll hook your sewer hose up to. You got your gray tank as well as your black tank. I always tell people dump the black first before, so that the gray can kind of help wash everything out as you're dumping that. But your tanks, once again, are 41, 34, and 34. I got my 30 amp plug right here, the back of my 20K BTU furnace, an external shower with hot and cold, which is very nice to have, especially when you're talking about, Chris, entry level. It's not a bad thing anymore. It's really not. Maybe 10 years ago, entry level RVs meant you didn't get anything. But now we're solar prepped, we're TV prepped. Look at the space that we got in there. We got an air fryer in here. I mean, come on, man. Is it really camping at that point? Back of my tankless water heater, city water connection, fresh tank fill, and right here is that quick connect that I was talking about with your solar panels. Very nice thing to get if you want to go off the grid for a little bit. Absolutely love it. And of course, right here is the info panel. So unloaded weight, 4,500. Gross vehicle weight, 6,500. So take that information back to your specialist at Camping World. And if you let us know how many people you want to take camping, what you're towing with, where you plan to go, and how long, we'll find the RV of your dreams hands down. But for something that's not even 28 feet long, we're looking at 27 feet, 6 inches, roughly 4,500 pounds dry, can sleep 8. I mean, Coleman became the number one selling RV brand in America for a reason. Not only because of the build, the quality, but the price and everything you get with it. To me, it's a no-brainer. But if you're saying, Chris, what about something a little bit smaller? You know what? This is the big brother to the 17B, in my opinion. So I'll link you a description. I'll put a link to that video down below in the description. So if you've never seen it, you can check it out. But please, leave me a comment, hit a like, hit subscribe. Let me know what you think about this bad boy and where you're going to take it. And more importantly, thank you for joining me. I'm Chris Young. Have a good weekend. I don't care if it's Monday. Make it the weekend anyway. I'll see you.